Hey, I'm James Manus, Mount Juliet Vice Mayor. Tonight's video is going to be a bit different than what I normally do. Normally I shoot videos about things I want to draw your attention to or highlight things going on in the city. Maybe speak to some confusion on some subjects that I feel are out there. So I guess the best way to do this is just to jump right into it and start off, and I'll say with the background information. I was searching my email. I was searching for an email that I was looking for, and a message turned up that was like 4.5 years old on this thing, and I just kind of wondered to myself, had this been taken care of? And I don't remember what it did or why it got just left. It was read. I mean, it had been opened, and I might have said to myself, there's other people copied. It's not the district I was elected to represent, or there could have been a lot of reasons that went on. But regardless, I just drive over to the neighborhood, and sure enough, what the gentleman was asking for hadn't been addressed. And you can see here, it's from May 8th, 2015. I make a phone call at this point, or text message. I don't remember exactly what it was, but it was like 2.5 days later. The issue was resolved. So all the guy wanted was just all he wanted was really, when you got through the details of the email, he just wanted a no parking on city streets between 1 and 5 a.m. sign put up at the back of the neighborhood, because there wasn't one. And he was concerned that people were visiting or coming in the back entrance and not seeing a sign. They obviously weren't seeing a sign if it wasn't there. So he just wanted a sign installed. So a couple days later, the sign's installed. I drive over to the guy's house, apologize, and say, listen, this is not the level of service I want to provide. And he's very gracious, and he's just happy the sign, even though it's 4 years later, got it taken care of. He probably said to himself, well, that's the speed of government. But, I told him, this is not the level of service I want to provide, and left. And, on the way home, I'm thinking to myself, I wonder if other people have reached out to me or someone else from the city, and something fell through the cracks or got missed, or somebody thought somebody else would take care of it, and it just didn't happen. I wonder if there's other people like that maybe said something to me in passing, or left a voicemail or an email or something, and for whatever reason didn't get taken care of. And it really kind of bothered me, because this gentleman, that was the only email I'd ever received from the gentleman. He probably just gave up and said, the city doesn't care, the elected officials don't care, they just ignoring my email, and he probably just moved on. And sometimes it feels that way, especially when you don't get anyone addressing or even a response. I don't know if he got a response from anybody else, but I know I didn't do anything, and it wasn't taken care of. So I just wondered to myself if there were other people out there. I just want to say, if you're out there and you've got an issue, it's a city issue, and no one's responded, or I've missed it, or whatever the case may be, reach out to me. I want to put my contact information down below. Know this, even if it's not a city issue, try to point you in the right direction. There's certain things that we can and can't do immediately, but even if we can't take care of it today, let's get it on the radar and get some attention drawn to it. If you haven't heard back, please reach out to me, or whatever the case may be, whoever you're comfortable reaching out to. Like I said, I'll put my contact information down below. I just want to say thank you for trusting me to serve, and thank you for the opportunity that you've given me. And as always, I appreciate it. Thanks.